Good morning and welcome to Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, prescribed by Dr. Harrison. This morning stuff is going to be kind of tough, but I'm here for you. I'm going to stay dedicated and get it out for you every morning, okay? You just might have to see some puffy eyes, that's all. So what I want to talk about today is when you've got something important to do, you got to sit down and knock this work out, and what happens? The kids come by, "Daddy, will you play with me?" So, here's how you handle that, or at least I'm going to give you some options that you can work your way through and alternate. The first one is finish the next important step in your work and then take a break. Go play with them for 15 minutes. It gives them what they want, the attention from dad, being able to play with you and have some fun. You get to take a break from your work, and then you get to come back fresh, ready to get right back to it. But everyone's happy. It's a win-win. The second one is you can give them some repeated tasks. Now, here's what I mean by that. Say, you know what? I can't really play right now, but I could really use you as a helper. So, why don't you do this? I need you to go grab that for me and bring it over here. So, they go grab it. They bring it back. Great job. Thank you. You're an awesome helper. You know what? Here's the other thing I need you to go do. Go do this. And they come back. Awesome. Thank you. And then start sending them on more and more tasks that are getting a little harder. They'll have fun doing it because there's daddy's assistant for the day. But after about 15, 20 minutes, they won't like it anymore. And they'll kind of disappear off into the day. And they'll go and play on their own or do something else. This way you've stayed engaged with them, but you get to continue to do your work. You can also change the task to be something more like spy. I need you to sneak in and go get this. Be creative with it. But at the end of the day, you're still engaging with them and still able to get some work done. The next option is stop, put the work down, and go play with the kid. Now, the problem with this one is if this is your only option and your forever go-to, they will learn that every time daddy sits down to do work, all I got to do is say, "Come play with me," and he'll stop. It'll become a habit to where anything you start to do that's not with them, "Daddy, will you play with me?" So you have to be careful with this one, right? You don't want to always stop what you're doing. Plus, the kids do have to learn that there are times when I can't just drop everything. I got to finish this. It's just a good lesson for them to learn of, sometimes you get what you want, sometimes you don't, and sometimes we get in between. The next option, or the other last option, is to simply say, "Sorry, I can't." This is necessary again sometimes, but don't make it a habit. The more you tell them, "Sorry, I can't," the less and less they will ask. And it won't just be not asking right now or in the coming months or the next year. The more and more they're told no, and the more you don't interact with them, and the more you get upset with them for asking you, they will not only stop asking you to play with them, they'll stop asking you to play with them forever. And then when they get older, that means they'll stop asking you about things, period. They'll just see you working, turn around, and walk away. So use these in combination. I'm not saying just use the first one, just use the last one. Use them all. Switch it up. The first three allow you to stay engaged with your kid. 2 out of those first 3 allow you to actually still play with them. The fourth one teaches them a lesson about waiting. But if you use them all in conjunction, it makes for something that's really natural and something they can understand and something they will be grateful for, because dad's normally 95% of the time staying engaged with me, but there are special moments when he's really got to get something done, and I can appreciate it and step back and give him that space, because the other part of the time, he's always playing with me, or he always stops his work, or he always makes me his helper. So remember, your work's not going anywhere, but your kids are. They're growing into adulthood. And when they become an adult, that question of, Daddy, will you play with me, simply won't come as often, if at all. Especially if you don't actually play with them when they ask you. So do yourself a favor. Use these 4 options in combination and make everyone happy. Your work gets done. They get some play and attention from Daddy. You get a break. I mean, what else more can you ask for? So think about that today before you sit down for work at the kitchen table or anywhere else when you come home from work and the kids haven't seen you all day, and ask, Daddy, will you play with me? All right, that's Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. Don't forget to hashtag Doc's Daily Dose for Dads or hashtag 4D. All of our social media at rebirthbx. Hit up the website, rebirthbx.com, also on Apple Podcasts and Google Play Music, so you can listen to it in your car. You can go to the website and get the podcast as well. Hey, this morning was a little bit of a rough run. I actually had to do more retakes than I've ever done, but that's because it's not even 5 o'clock yet, so don't worry. It'll keep coming. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Enjoy your day.